Deborah Hasley, I'm from Canfield.
My name is Sarah Bilstein, and I'm from Austintown, Ohio.
My name is Taylor. I'm from New Waterford, born and raised, and just moved back about 2.5 years ago.
I got married when I was 20, 1988, and I had my first kid, my son Jason, and that was, oh gosh, he was born in '89, and then Sarah came along in 1991, so I did everything boom, boom, boom.
So I had Sophia in 2016, I had Joshua in 2019, and I had Nora in 2022.
So Scarlett was born in July of 2019. She was only 6 pounds, 9 ounces, so she was a tiny little thing full of hair. It was quite funny because it stuck straight up. And same thing with our newest daughter, Amelia. She was, her tongue, she always had her tongue out laughing and whatnot. So she was a tiny baby, but she was a lot of fun. She's gonna be 5 in July already.
Well, I will say by the time I had my third, I was a pro. But I look back now and see that when I had Soph at 25. And so I didn't know anything. I didn't really know as much as I know now. It was really hard juggling work and being a new mom. And also we were only married for about a year, like a year and a half when we had her. So it was like a real change, you know, after just having gotten married, already trying to figure out marriage, and then now adding, you know, a kid into that was a lot.
Probably the hardest is because I feel like I was so young. I was a kid. So I relied on my mom a lot, my parents who lived like 2 blocks from us. And yeah, so I relied on them a lot. And I think that was the hardest part. I kind of had to grow up with them.
I feel like it wasn't horrible. Like that initial mom trying to figure out, I know she was probably my worst sleeper, so we probably created bad habits when she was little as compared to the next 2. But overall she was pretty easy. I think the biggest struggle was just working and managing that part of things. And she was a C-section baby, so that was kind of one of those, like, I remember my water breaking after work the one evening, and I thought I'd have like a week to relax a little bit, but nope, she decided to have other plans and ended up being a C-section the next morning, so had to manage that and figuring out how to deal with the recovery as well as a newborn. So I think that was the biggest struggle, but as she grew, it became quite fun. We were always looking for that, what to do next, what's coming next with her.
I think I get my mom's, her unconditional love and compassion. My mom was always the one that you never had to worry that if you came home and you did something wrong, that she was gonna be upset, because she was your mom and she was gonna love you through it. She might not have always been happy with you, but you never had to wonder if she loved you when you went to bed that night. She always was there, and she just loves with her whole heart.
We have a good relationship. I only live 5 minutes from her right now, so it's nice because it's right around the corner. We do a lot of coffee dates and stuff like that, just sitting around. She loves that porch talk. Grew up in the country, so enjoying the outsides and whatnot, and she's really instilling that on my kids too, so that's part of what I love about that part.
My mom passed away 5 years ago. And we were extremely close. And she was always there for me all through those years when the kids were really, really small. And then she got sick when my kids were still small with MS. And so through the years, I kind of became almost her mom, because she wasn't able to do a lot of things at that point. And that was hard. That was hard.
And she lost both of her parents within 6 months of each other. And I know that was really hard for her, but I know that she did it with a lot of grace, and I know she knew that they were in a better place. And so I know that she did everything she could to keep the family together after too. So I mean, she just did it with a lot of strength and a lot of just courage to know that she had to let them go, but it was for the better.
God's the only way you're going to get through some of that stuff and not be bitter on the other end and just say, it was the Lord's will. Would I have liked to have seen it different? Yes. Do I still say, as the subsequent grandchildren have been born, she met Sophia. She was the only one, and the rest of the 5, she really only knows from heaven. So, yeah, that's hard.
So me and my sister-in-law, she's probably the best thing that ever happened to my brother. She's a good wife and she's a good mom, and she's a lot like us. So like when she came into the family, it wasn't hard to like love her and to have her join our family. But it's so nice to have like another, not only my brother, but having my sister-in-law too. She's the best.
Of course, my Sarah, she's my Joel. And when you have a son, you pray that God brings them that person. And so Tay is really the answer to a mother's prayer, completely and utterly, you know? And I say that she is the pole to Jay's flag. So it's been amazing. Yeah, she's like the perfect fit for our family, you know? It's great, we love it.
It's nice because I feel like we can just have a normal conversation, and I feel like I just fit into the family. It was always like that from day one. It was nice because they included me in everything. I mean, we have the fun family get-togethers, conversations. So it just feels like I have gained a sister and a mom, and more family.
In the chaos, you have to enjoy every minute. It's purposeful, because when you got this going on and that going on and you're running and who's screaming and who's hanging on your legs, sometimes you're like, you know? So you have to purposefully enjoy, and trust me, it goes by so fast. You'll go, where did the years go? And then all of a sudden you're marrying them off and they're bringing back your grandchildren, which is really the better part. But I love my kids, my grandkids. Oy. So that's enjoy. Purposefully enjoy every moment. Every moment.
My biggest thing would be just enjoy every little thing, because before you know it, it's gone. I have one that's going into 2nd grade. I have one that's starting kindergarten, and I've seen it go in the blink of an eye, and I feel like, wow, I wish I would have enjoyed some of the moments, not always said like, oh, I can't wait till they're walking, or I can't wait till they're doing this. Just enjoy every little thing, because it goes so very fast.
Just take your time. The years go by quickly. I mean, Scarlett's gonna be 5, and then Amelia's just now 4 months, and I can't believe she's 4 months. So just to take it all in and be patient, because everything is a season. That's what I keep saying, you know, for every little thing that goes on, or like, you know, when I'm frustrated with the baby, I feel like I'm taking it in a lot different right now, being a mom of 3, because of just being patient, and like this too shall pass, and enjoying the moment.